So God's plan goes in stages throughout all of history. And when you see the beginning to the end, you can see the end from the beginning, and it will all make sense. Now, isn't it interesting that in the Torah of Moses, the law of Moses, we have the command to blow the trumpet? Does it say why? No. Why we find in the book of Revelation as the meaning of the 7 trumpets are revealed. Do you think there might be a connection between the day of trumpets in the first part of the Bible and the revelation of the trumpets in the last part of the Bible? I think there is. In fact, if you just read the Torah and you try to do this day of trumpets without understanding the meaning of it in the book of Revelation, you have no real understanding of why you're doing it. On the other hand, if you just have the revelation at the heavenly revelation, and it's not tied in with the whole history of God's plan from Genesis to Revelation, you really have no understanding of what it's talking about either. The Bible says that when we, the Jewish people, read the Torah, the Nevi'im, the Ketuvim, the Old Testament, as we read the law and the prophets and the writings, if we do not have the understanding of Yeshua, it is like a veil to us. We don't see it. But once you see Yeshua, he is the key, and he begins to open up all of the meaning that there is in Genesis and Exodus and Deuteronomy and the historical prophets and the great prophets all the way up to the New Testament. The two of them go together, and they are in stages from the beginning to the end. Now watch this. He said that as the trumpets are blown on the day in the book of Revelation, we will understand the mystery of what was written about in the prophets in the Old Testament. Do you see that? Let's read it again. In the sounding of the 7th angel, Revelation 10:7, when he is about to sound, the mystery of God would be finished as he declared to his servants, the prophets. In other words, you listening to this? This is a spirit of revelation here. I'm hearing it right now for the first time, so I've got to speak slowly so I can get it. So, when that trumpet is sounded, and that revelation is released about the plan of God, it is giving us revelation about the plan of God that was already written in the prophets. In other words, something happens in the book of Revelation when we begin to blow the trumpets with the revelation, that all of a sudden we understand the meaning of all the prophets of the Old Testament, and we see how they fit together. The day of trumpets, the blowing of the trumpets in the Torah, is connected to the trumpets of the book of Revelation. That's why it is on the first day of the 7th month. Although all the rabbis say that this is Rosh Hashanah, the head of the year, it's not. This is the 7th month. And that number 7 is important. The 7th month you blow the trumpets, which are equal to the 7 trumpets of the book of Revelation, which, as we also see, are the same as the 7 trumpets in the book of Joshua. Now, all of this will fit together. It's in the same plan of God. And as we come together on this Feast of Trumpets, think about this. This has never really happened before. Today, this time, this year, you have Spirit-filled Christians from all over the world coming to Jerusalem on the Feast of Trumpets with local Jewish Messianic believers in Israel, blowing the trumpets both from the Torah at the beginning of the Bible with prophetic revelation from the end of the Bible. We are for the first time in history in a position that God can talk to us about what his plan is. And we want to make sure we get it. Now, the plan of God comes in stages. To save time, I won't have you turn there. But the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 5 says, there is at this present time a remnant of faith inside of the nation of Israel. Now, Paul wrote that 2,000 years ago. And for most of the past 2,000 years, that has not been true. It was true back then. You listening? And now it has been restored. There is a double meaning to that verse. One is what it meant in the first century in the time of the Apostle Paul. But now that verse has come back to life. It has been restored. It has been rebirthed, and it has another meaning now, a double meaning. It meant one thing back then. It means the same thing now, but it has an extra meaning concerning the end times. When Paul wrote that in the first century, it had to do with the start of the church. The start of the international ecclesia. But now that this remnant has been restored, there's a double meaning that has to do now not with the start of the international ecclesia, but with the start of the end times. Not with the first coming of Yeshua, but with the second coming of Yeshua. There is an end times meaning of this remnant. The fact that this remnant has been restored in Israel is another stage of the plan that John is talking about in Revelation chapter 10. There was a stage of the plan of God 2,000 years ago with the remnant, and then it was dispersed. And then Israel was brought back as a nation, and now the remnant has been restored. This is another stage we are in right now. This is a new stage, and the fact that this remnant has been restored at this present time is a prophetic sign, just like the blowing of the trumpet. Some of our friends had a meeting with the Pope, and they told him that there was a restored remnant of Messianic Jews in Israel today. And he said, I didn't know that. He said, if this is true what you are saying, then we must be a lot closer to the second coming of Jesus than I realized. Now that's the right response. Hallelujah. Now, today in Israel, there is a remnant of Messianic Jews. We think around 15,000 people. It's very difficult to count. But this remnant has been restored to get ready for the coming of Yeshua, for the establishment of his kingdom upon the earth, and even for the resurrection of the dead. How do we know this? Because right after Paul said in Romans 11, verse 5, that there is a remnant at this present time, then he said, what will their restoration mean but life from the dead? He said when the first remnant was there 2,000 years ago, it released the gospel into the nations of the world. And when that remnant in Israel is restored, he said, what does that mean? He said, it means the resurrection of the dead, the second coming of Yeshua, the establishment of his kingdom upon the earth. And today in Israel, there are some approximately 15,000 Messianic Jews, people that are Jewish by birth, Israeli citizens by law, and believers in Yeshua in their heart. And this group of people is a sign. Hey, church, hey, world, get ready. The dead are about to be raised. Jesus is about to come back, and his kingdom is about to be established upon the earth. In a theological way, you could say this. If there's any theologians here, there might be one. I don't know. But the remnant of Israel that was in the first century set a standard of ecclesiology. What was the church? But the remnant of Israel now sets a standard for eschatology, understanding the end times. The remnant 2,000 years ago set the standard for the church, and the remnant today sets the standard for the end times and the second coming of Yeshua. Now you can imagine that the devil is a little bit upset that this little group of people is here. Think of it this way. Think how upset the devil is that the nation of Israel exists. All of Islam, all of the United Nations, all of the forces of the world are against this little tiny nation, and most of the nation doesn't believe in Yeshua anyway. If the devil hates this nation this much, how much do you think he hates this little group of people inside the nation that are not only the restoration of the nation of Israel, but the restoration of the believing messianic remnant within Israel? Woo, woo. I don't know if you really want to be here, but if you have a connection with us, you just up the stake on what spiritual warfare is.